Hello, my name is Tim Bauer, and I am a Senior Vice President with Allied Restoration. We are a biohazard and mold remediation company based in West Covina, California. And today I want to talk to you about how to keep your business or even your home clean from coronavirus and especially the new strain COVID-19. I feel like it's becoming cliche to say that we live in unprecedented times, but we've never experienced a virus quite on this scale. And the response is critical if we are going to flatten the curve. For business owners and individuals who may employ people in their home, it's even more critical for us to minimize our liability to both the public and our customers, as well as just to take care of each other. And this disinfection process that we utilize is something that can be duplicated by most companies. But we're also going to talk to you about receiving pricing from us and what it looks like from us to do it for you. So the question that I posed at the beginning of this presentation is cleaning your doorknobs enough? On the news, all we're hearing about is the importance of cleaning what they call touch points. And we're going to define touch points in a second here. But the reason why things like doorknobs are so important is every single day to enter any room, we are grabbing these doorknobs. And what we can't see is the viruses that may be contained on this doorknob. And an individual will grab, open the door, come inside, and shake hands with their friends or business associates and unknowingly be transferring COVID from the doorknob to their hand, from their hand, and to everyone that they come into contact with. Or they may just touch other doorknobs and end up infecting those doorknobs, which become new places that can spread infections throughout the area. While touch points are the most important thing, they are not the only thing. And I think that when it comes to touch points, it's really critical that we as business owners and leaders in the community are educating people around us about what touch points mean and how you should be interacting with them. And one image that I really like to teach that I think helps break it down, and it works great with my kids even. I have two daughters, age 13 and 10. So the idea of flattening the curve is very important to me for their future and for the health and well-being of our community at large. And I teach my kids that every single time they touch a doorknob or a light switch, to imagine that those items are covered in wet paint. Touch the doorknob, look at your hand and see the paint, and then treat your hand as if it has wet paint. And your thought when you have a hand filled with wet paint or mud or anything else is, how quick can I get to a sink and wash my hands off after touching a touch point? I don't want to touch anyone else. I don't want to touch anything else. I just want to find a way to disinfect myself before I go on and infect other things. Your hands, in a sense, become touch points, truly. And they are the most important thing to clean, but not the only thing. So when we talk about touch points, if I'm entering this office, for example, my cleaner eye, my sanitizer eye, it sees all of the touch points in the room. It sees desktops, lamps, and light switches, the arms on the chairs, it sees keyboards, and it sees, most importantly, trash bins. Trash bins are a big area where most people neglect and fail to clean. In fact, most people, when we survey them, trash bins are the most commonly neglected touch points. We blow our noses and we throw Kleenexes inside. We wipe down our desks and we put the refuse inside of the trash cans. Our trash cans are quite possibly filled with COVID-19 or other viruses and pathogens that need to be removed, which is why it's so important to take your trash out, which everyone knows already. Your house starts to smell like trash if you don't often empty your waste bins. That's where bacteria definitely lies. Now, these areas are called touch points because they're the most regularly touched places inside of an office, workspace, or home. Now, when we talk about cleaning them, one question that I get posed a lot is, how long does COVID-19 survive on these touch point surfaces? You know, if I touch a doorknob and I have COVID-19, how long is it going to be there? And the truth is that we really don't know. When this virus was in its infancy, we initially received estimates from personnel at the CDC stating that they thought 2, maybe 4 days. The highest estimate I heard in the beginning was 6 days. But on a cruise ship that recently had a major outbreak where 700 people on the ship were infected, the CDC went inside after 17 days and found that there were still viruses living on side of surfaces. The second step you should be looking at is some type of aerosolized or airborne misted cleaner that will help you reach difficult spots. Oftentimes, this is done using an electrostatic sprayer like the one you're seeing on screens. However, a lot of the products can also utilize paint sprayers with a nozzle that allows the liquid to become a fine mist in the space. So looking at our office again, we would spray mist using a sprayer all over this area. And this helps us reach difficult to clean items like this vase on the bottom shelf. And it also helps us to clean bulk items like books. You know, you can imagine to properly disinfect these books using a sprayed cleaner or a towel cleaner, it would require us to pick up each book, turn it around, clean all sides, and very delicately handle these items. Whereas a mist can access these items at large and make sure that we've done enough disinfecting to deal with any viruses that may be present. The other area where mists really are effective is high spaces and shelving above the areas where normal people are cleaning, and these areas are so critical to properly clean. So that is step two. Step three is the air that remains inside of your spaces. We will also bring out hydroxyl generators. This is a unit that was manufactured by a company named Odorox. And the great thing about this unit is that it's approved as a class 2 medical device, and it's proven to kill viruses, bacteria, and mold with nearly 100% kill rates. And this was a test performed and approved by the FDA in December 2014. Now, COVID-19 rarely transfers itself through airborne methodologies. We're hearing a lot about people coughing and sneezing, and the virus will attach to droplets and can make its way into the human body through this method. It's not generally left in the air for a long period of time. However, other bacteria and mold that are present in the air can weaken or compromise our immune system, which in turn makes us more likely to be infected with COVID-19 if it's present in touch points in other areas inside of the environment. That's why we are a really big believer in cleaning the air while we're on site, because our goal is to minimize the chance that anyone that's entering your place of business or your home will be infected. The cleaner the space is, the less likely it is that any COVID-19 that may be present will infect anyone that's in the space. So we would leave the hydroxyl generators inside of this space, typically between 3 and 4 hours for every 1,000 square foot environment, assuming it has low ceilings. For warehouses or other open spaces, we've done a lot of homeless shelters with warehouse-like environments. Those will require additional hydroxyl units, or in some cases, we may even do some containments or bring in bigger units that are better suited to clean that airspace. But in a normal office, these Odorox machines are phenomenal for cleaning the air. We've been using them for post-wildfire cleanups for the last 3 years of major wildfire events that have been taking place in Southern California, and they're incredibly effective for that as well. So again, at Allied Restoration, we believe in a three-prong approach, starting with touch point cleaning, followed by a misted cleaner to access difficult bulk items, high spaces, and other areas that the touch point cleaning doesn't access, and then simultaneously utilizing hydroxyl generators to clean the air. This approach is working in all kinds of environments, including industrial, retail, and especially medical environments. Our recommendation is to start with an initial cleaning, and then if the area is to be closed off until the shelter-in-place orders are lifted, to place a sticker, and we will provide these for you saying that this space is clean. please do not enter until it is ready to be utilized again. Now, if you have an essential business that is remaining open, we recommend having cleaning done as often as your staff can handle, or as often as it can be scheduled if you're utilizing a professional company like Allied Restoration. Now, we know that this cleaning sounds complex, it sounds difficult, it sounds dangerous, and most of all, it sounds frightening. Now, we do not want any of the marketing that we do at Allied Restoration to appear to be fear mongering or scary. This is not a scary virus to disinfect. It just needs to be dealt with properly. Now, if you don't feel like you have the bandwidth to handle it, we are here to help. We are an essential business. We are still open, and we would be glad to be able to provide you with a price quote to give you an idea of what it would cost for us to come in and do these cleanings either on a one-time basis or on a scheduled basis to keep your space clean and to free you up from the liability. And most importantly, just to keep the people that matter most to you, your customers and your employees, safe from this virus. So to receive a custom price quote, you can email CV like coronavirus, CV at alliedrestoration.com, or call us at 888-860-1003. We know this is a scary crisis and we are here to help. Our goal, like always, is to meet both the expressed and unexpressed wishes and needs of our customers. And today that means we are helping you to keep coronavirus out. We look forward to hearing from you soon. Thank you.